My character Colette is a young mother who finds herself in an unfortunate circumstance, but has been involved politically with the IRA and Sinn Féin from a very young age. Colette's path intertwines with an officer from inside of MI5 when she's apprehended and questioned. And from then on in, she leads a double life as an informant. I thought that this was one of the best scripts that I'd read in the last 6 years. Really, it was really one of the best scripts. I was really excited about the blueprint of the story and the poetic nature with which it rolled along, and I was excited to really make something as full and authentic as we could from what was already a fantastic base. Initially, the thing that attracted me to Colette, in all honesty, was her situation. So it was entirely circumstantial. I felt like Colette had a real stillness and strength. She had to be so very strong to survive what she did. James Marsh was a huge attraction. I think he's just so wonderful. I think he's just so talented, and he's so. The thing is, he's so respectful. He's so good at dealing with people, but he's so good at understanding people and at getting to the root of somebody's pain without perhaps even realising it. And he has really fantastic taste, and that's such a sort of crude thing to say, but he just has wonderful taste, and so I always knew, I just trusted him implicitly, and I knew that any choice he made would only better the story or further what we were trying to achieve. Really, the relationship between Jerry and Colette is one of huge turmoil. It's as much as they love one another and are so bound to one another almost, and again are similar in the sense that Colette's useful and calculating nature, Jerry also has in spades. They really lock horns where most things are concerned, because they're both very opinionated and clear thinking. Colette may do it in a more quiet way. Clive is a total joy, and we, probably in times we shouldn't, giggled an awful lot, and I think partly that's to do with the tension of the subject matter and the tone of the piece, because it would be such a pressure cooker in the best way, because wonderful things seemed to be happening inside of what we were doing, and then there would just need to be some steam released, and so there were moments of hysterical giggles which were very welcome. Donal is one of the most generous people that I've ever met, I think, and of course that translates when you work with him, and when you're actually acting with him, you know, inside and outside of scenes. He's just an incredibly generous person, and truly humble, and hilariously funny. Oh, I'm just thinking of Donal's stories. I love working with Donal. He's brilliant. At the drop of a hat, I would work with Donal.